Alright, in this video we're going to go over creating an assembly for the corridor. And anyway, the first part is to just create the assembly. And you do that up here in the Create Design section of the Home tab. Click on Assembly and then Create Assembly. Give it a name. We'll call it 50-foot ROW for 50-foot right away. Let's give it a full tag as well. And just keeping all this the same is fine. Assembly style, code set style, and everything. Click OK, and then it asks you where to put it. I just put it off on the side somewhere. Next thing is it's a pretty bare assembly, so we need to add some sub-assemblies to it. If you don't already have the palette open, it's this button up here, the tool palettes, that you need to click and make sure it's on. I usually just anchor mine to the side here, and then add in the lanes. You see when you go to add it in, it asks you, well, it doesn't ask you, but it gives you the option here if it's the right side or the left side. You can edit this now, or you can or the parameters in here you can edit now or you can edit later, but the important thing is that it's on the right side. So we'll just click on this, it's the right side, and we're just going to build one side at a time and get that side the way we want it, and then come back later and finish the other side. So again, this is the right side, curb and gutter, and zoom in and click on the circle that you want it linked to. And that one's done. So then we need to add a sidewalk. I think that's in here. Urban sidewalk. Is it in the curb one? Yeah, here it is. Again, this one's on the right side. Click on the back of the sidewalk, or back of curb and gutter. And those are the basic sub-assemblies for our assembly. For the 50-foot right of way, we have 17.5 feet of asphalt, and it's going to be sloped at 2%, so that's exactly how we want it. Curb and gutter, we need to edit the A through G dimensions in here. For Washington City and St. George City, the HB 30-7 curb and gutter, this is going to be 0.5 as A. B is 1.89, C is 0.208, D is 0.583, E is 0.61, F is 0.5, and G is 1.167. And you see that some of these things change, but the important thing between the lip and flow line hasn't changed. And if you notice, it looks like a projection. The gutter slope is a projection of the asphalt, the lane slope. And that's because when you create these curb and gutter sub-assemblies, you have to also change this gutter slope method option. Change it from the outside lane slope. This will keep the slope at 2%, whatever this outside lane is, and it'll project that into the gutter. So we need to change that to use depth, and that way it will use these numbers that we put in as the gutter method. So if we come in here and just double check our parameters here. See this 0.208, which is about 2.5 inches. That's good. And this one should be about 0.583 or so. Yep. So I think we're good as far as our curb and gutter dimensions go. And then the sidewalk we also need to change. It's a 4-foot sidewalk, it's not 5 foot for the 50-foot right of way. And then also the outside boulevard, if we take a measurement here from there to here, we're a foot short. It's 24 feet. So if we change the outside boulevard length to 1 foot, that will put it to a 50 foot from here to the other side. So to create the other side, we just select our sub-assemblies and mirror. You have to use the right click, you can't use the MI. With these assemblies and sub-assemblies, it's always best to use these the assembly commands, like the copy to. If you're gonna copy that, copy it to that or something. You know that's a bad example, but or the move command, move to or mirror. Use these commands instead of the regular AutoCAD commands, so that it actually attaches to them properly. And then we can just double check our 50-foot right away dimension here. We're right at 50 feet, so that is how you create the assemblies. And then it's just as a simple to create a variation of this assembly. For example, the half road on the right, you just copy it and delete the options that you don't want. Just use the regular AutoCAD copy command. Half road left, and just make sure you change the names of these so you can use them in your corridor modeling. That's it.